Hi guys, I am coming to you from West Africa because I am an important world traveler. This is the Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire, as me and the other locals like to call it. And I wanted to tell you about the fact that I really have only been using one camera since I've been here, and it is the one you are looking at, the DJI Action 5 Pro. I have my Sony camera with me, the ZV-E1 with some nice lenses, but honestly the weather here is not great for my equipment. It fogs up very quickly. It also rains very hard, very fast here. I am in and out of swimming pools and oceans because it's too hot. Let me just jump in here for a quick second. This is Mark back in Toronto. Boo earns. You know what I'm saying? I'm already very cold, but I did want to mention that DJI did sponsor this video. Now, they didn't sponsor the whole trip. That was my own family trip, but the sponsorship, that covered about 1/10 of it because it's pretty expensive to go over to Africa, and I do appreciate it. I was going to use this camera a lot, but after they offered the sponsorship, I thought, let's just make the whole video about the DJI Action 5 Pro. And if you want to know the settings that I use to get all of that great footage, then I will put those at the end of the video. Anyway, back to Mark complaining about the heat because he didn't know what he had. Mark is never happy about anything. It is 40 degrees Celsius and extremely humid. So I wanted a camera that I could just take around, document my family vacation, and also just have it be as tough as nails. It wasn't gonna break. I can submerge it in water. I can use it for talking head. I can use it for vlogging. You can also use this camera live streaming. You can live stream straight from the camera to your YouTube channel if you'd like, or Facebook if you use that. I don't really use the Facebook, but still, it is a nice option to have. All you need is a decent internet signal. And I've also been using this camera for photos. It has 40 megapixels, so I've been getting some really nice shots here, and I don't have to pull out my iPhone, which I often have put away, and my iPhone has been overheating like crazy. And just before it overheats, the screen really dims, so it's hard to line up my shot anyway. So my phone has been basically a no-go since I've been here, and I have this thing in the pool, pick it up, take a couple of snappy snaps. It's been great. I'm pairing it with the little DJI Mic Mini, so very good audio, just connected via the DJI Wireless Connect, which gives you a better audio than just straight Bluetooth. Yeah, and I just mentioned my iPhone keeps overheating. This thing, in this ridiculous weather, I've been taking time lapses, I've been taking hyperlapses. I just leave the camera on. I have been using it like crazy, and not once has there been any kind of overheating issues whatsoever, which really impressed me right now. I am currently overheating. Camera is fine. Future Mark here again. I was just editing the footage. I mean, my team, my gigantic team that I have hired at the Camera Crisis Studio, they were telling me, my team, that is, they were telling me about the footage looking so good with that 1/1.3-inch sensor, letting in so much more light now. I was using that camera in situations I would never use an action cam in previously. A lot of the stuff, even when it's the daytime, if you're inside, like look at these shots here, these were in shade, they are inside buildings, and you can still see the image fantastically. Other action cams will not hold up in those types of situations. And because the image is so much cleaner, the higher frame rates also come out a lot better. The 4K 60 and the 4K 120, they just look really great. Previously on other action cams, when I would use higher frame rates, the footage would look too grainy because no matter how much light you had, it just didn't look very good. But on the Action 5 Pro, looks fantastic. Anyway, I gotta let the team get back to work. They're shouting about having a lunch break or something like that. That's not in the union rules, I'm pretty sure. Okay, back to the other video. And my kids have been loving the camera as well because they are able to use it. I can just throw it over to them. Well, not the 5-year-old. It would probably hit him in the face. He can't catch very well, but he was able to use this camera just fine in the pool. I put it on horizon lock. I mean, the Rocksteady and the Rocksteady Plus is wonderful for stabilization. However, putting it on the horizon lock really helped with the little fella just moving the camera all over the place. And I got some really nice footage out of it. He really enjoyed using it as well. So it's everything proof. Mark proof, kid proof, weatherproof, love it. So I gotta tell you, I have always loved action cams, but now that the quality is so good in them, when you go on a trip like this, you don't have to worry about bringing another camera when you want to get some good footage, some cinematic masterpieces of your family vacation, and also capture the scenery without worrying about damaging your very expensive fancy mirrorless cameras. So as promised, let's talk about those settings. Now, I wanted to keep this as simple as possible. Wanted to focus on the vacation, my kids, my wife, maybe keep an eye out for snakes in the grass because some of those are poisonous and I wanted to be ready just in case. My cat-like reflexes probably would have saved me, but still, let's not focus on a camera when we're looking out for snakes. So I just left this in pretty much auto settings, auto white balance, auto shutter speed. I used no ND filters, anything like that. Now I did leave it in D-Log M and used the Leaming LUT for color correction. Then I adjusted the shadows and highlights a little bit in post, but that was pretty much it. Just press record, let the camera do its thing, slap the Leaming LUT on, and there you go. The wonderful cinema that you see before you. Anyway, let's go back to old Sweaty Mark so he can say goodbye from Africa. So, hope you enjoyed this. I am going to go back inside now in the air conditioning and freeze to death because that's what you do here. You go outside and you melt, and you go inside when you're soaking wet and it's minus 40. Everyone keeps it. Minus 40 inside, plus 40 outside, minus 40 inside. So you go from boiling hot and melting to a freezing popsicle and no in between. It's been fun, you know, weather-wise. The trip, though, has been great. Love the people. Weather, not so much. Mosquitoes, too many mosquitoes. My legs and arms look horrific. Well, more horrific. Anyway, thanks for watching this. We'll talk to you again soon, okay? Bye-bye.